To the observer, the dogtooth tuna might just look like another fish in the sea, but to spearfishermen, it's the ultimate prize. Known for their incredible strength, speed, and raw power, these fish are often called the devilfish. But what makes them so coveted? It's the thrill of the hunt. A battle with a dogtooth tuna is like no other. They're relentless, fast, and unpredictable. Spearfishing isn't just about catching any fish, it's about catching the right fish. And the dogtooth tuna, it will test everything, from endurance to strategy, raw skill, and even your gear. It's a true test of what you're capable of. Imagine diving into unfamiliar waters, braving powerful down currents that pull you deeper. No help around, no backup. Just you and your diving buddy, the ocean and the hunt. All of this just to have a chance to maybe, just maybe, shoot a dogtooth tuna. Every morning, the sun would rise over the horizon, painting the sky with hues of orange, pink and blue. The air was still. The only sounds were the gentle waves lapping at the shore, and the occasional bleat of the local goats roaming freely. And as we waited for our penk, our boatman, we'd talk about the day ahead, wondering if the currents would play in our favour, and if the fish would be there. Our commute took nearly an hour. At times, the waters were calm, the boat gliding smoothly over the surface, but other moments were a stark contrast. The boat rocked violently as we battled through strong currents, the waves crashing against us, reminding us just how unpredictable the ocean could be. I wasn't alone on this journey. I was joined by Simon, a fellow diver and friend, who was just as eager for what the ocean would bring each day. As we neared the dive site, the landscape shifted. Towering cliffs loomed ahead, their jagged peaks rising sharply from the ocean. The waves crashed violently against the rocks, sending sprays of water into the air, carving deep caves into the cliffs as they crashed and receded. The sheer power of the ocean, constantly shaping the land, was impossible to ignore. Under the surface, it was no different. The ocean floor dropped steeply, creating sheer drop-offs that seemed to go on forever. The landscape was just as wild as the fish. It was a place where nature ruled, and everything was untamed and unpredictable. With the sun now higher in the sky, we were ready. And as we reached our destination, all we could do was dive in and see what the ocean had in store for us today. After some time, the dogtooth tuna would show themselves, but never on our terms. They stayed wide, just out of reach. Close enough to see, too far to shoot. We had gear failing under pressure. Shots that looked good until they weren't. Fish staring out and disappearing into the blue. It's frustrating, but it's part of hunting fish in unfamiliar waters.
What happened? What happened?
Like a bubble wrap in us.
Fuck.
Wrapped on my finger.
Impatience starts to creep in, watching plenty other fish just swim by while hoping for a dogtooth tuna. You feel like you're doing everything right, but the ocean keeps saying no. On one drop, I stayed on the surface working the flasher while Simon went down. A few bluefin trevally moved into range, but at the same time, a big school of dogtooth tuna appeared behind Simon. From the top I could see everything, but Simon was blissfully unaware of the school of doggies behind him. I was shouting, trying to get his attention, trying to tell him what was coming. But underwater, you don't hear much. Simon lined up and took the shot. He hit the bluefin trevally perfectly, but the dogtooth kept moving. And just like that, the moment was gone. Watching it unfold from the surface, I couldn't believe it.
Simon, there was like 20 doggies behind you. What? But you got a fish, well done.
As we learned the spot, things slowly started to come together. We never saw any huge dogtooth tuna, nothing like what we had been hoping for. But opportunities showed themselves, and we took the ones that felt right. No forcing it, no rushing it. Just working the water, reading the conditions, and diving as a team.
That's not on. bigger, bro. Two of them came in. Yeah, the one, they really came in close and the bigger, this one was behind and it took that shot. Kecil, but bagus, ha? Satu lagi kecil, ha?
Rock and roll. Doing rock and roll ya.
Ya. Ya, oke. Kami pergi ya. Bahaya, bahaya.
Every afternoon, by the time we got back to the island, the day had settled. We didn't land any big dogtooth tuna, not the kind everyone dreams about. But that wasn't the whole story. We learned the area, worked through the problems, and dived together. We saw places most people never will. Clear blue water, steep drop-offs, and life moving quietly below us. And every day, we came back with something. Fish we had earned, a meal to share, and in the end, that was the reward. Not just what we shot, but the experience of being out there.
Fish like this, you know, like a carpenter. You don't really see them in diving, but you fish on those that's as far as it goes.
You will actually in your mond sit.
Nee, sis.